A disappointing night in Germany. We defended resiliently, they fought hard, but ultimately it ended in defeat. But all hope is not lost just yet. Bayer Leverkusen 2, West Ham United 1. What do we say? What do we say? I'm gutted. I am absolutely gutted because I thought we defended fantastically in that game. Absolutely brilliantly. And Moyes went in with a clear plan, which I know a lot of people online seemed very surprised by the way Moyes was playing. I don't understand why so many people were so surprised because that is how he was always going to play. He was going to play very defensively. He was going to try and frustrate them, which he succeeded at doing. First half, they were creating a few chances, but Fabianski made a couple of good saves. We defended fantastically. Second half, they come out, and the longer the half went on, the more frustrated you could see them getting. They were struggling to create chances. They were taking pot shots from outside the area. And I honestly thought it was going to end 0-0 because all they had was a couple of lacklustre balls into the box, pot shots from outside the area and set pieces. And unfortunately, it was that last one that ended up being our undoing. Two set pieces. The first one probably should have been handled a little bit better. It just fell to the right man at the right time, in the right place. Hoffman, it was a decent volley. Just how no one stopped it, I don't know. It just got seen by the last minute by everyone. And then a great cross that started from a corner and a great header from Boniface to make it 2. So yeah, it was gut wrenching. I honestly at 80 minutes I thought, no, we're going to get a draw. And then the next week it's like we got a real chance, even though like we had no Paquetá. We won't have Paquetá because he got a yellow card, so he's suspended. We won't have Emerson because he got a yellow card, so he'll be suspended. And there's still question marks over Jared Bowen. I still feel like, we had a chance at 0-0. Now, at 2-0, is it all over? No, it's not. There still is a sliver of hope if Bowen comes back and we still have Bowen, Antonio and Kudus, then yeah, we can do something. Is it going to be a lot harder without Paquetá and Emerson? 100%. 100%. But, a packed London stadium, an incredible atmosphere, anything could happen. But I do admit now that it is very unlikely. But and I still say, like, it is possible. It's a goal in each half at the end of the day. All you have to do is stop them scoring and score a goal in each half, and then you're back in the game. It's stopping them from scoring that is the problem, especially when it gets late in the game, because they are brilliant at scoring late goals this season. Absolutely brilliant, and we should have been more on it. Maybe, I don't know. I can't fault the players on the pitch. I can't fault the defenders, the midfielders. I thought they fought for everything, and they put in such a determined and committed performance. My two irks about the game were, one, that we conceded from set pieces, and two, we didn't look like a threat going forward, really. When we did get the ball and go forward, we didn't really do much with it, and it just always fizzled out. We didn't commit anyone else forward. We didn't look like we wanted to score. Obviously, Kudus in the first half had a great opportunity. I just wish he stuck his foot through that, because if he did, I think that was flying into the top corner. But no, he made the wrong decision. There was another one where Antonio did fantastically out on the wing, taking on 3 Leverkusen defenders and getting past them all. And no one else was in the box. It was just Paquetá, and it just ended in nothing. And that was my frustration. We didn't commit any men forward. And I wish we did that, because if we got a goal, it would have really helped, but ultimately we didn't. We were aiming for 0-0, and that would have been a fantastic result. Would have really I think it would have given us the advantage in the second leg, but no, it didn't work out that way, did it? It didn't. So yeah, it's going to be a frustrating week next week. But there is always hope. There is always a very, very slight chance. Atalanta went to Liverpool and scored 3. You know, they beat Liverpool 3-0 at Anfield. If they can do that, we can score 2 or 3 against Bayern Leverkusen at home. We can. Is it likely without Paquetá and Emerson and maybe Bowen? Well, no, but it doesn't mean it can't happen. But yeah, I have resigned myself to the fact that it probably is going to be our last European game at the London Stadium this season, and it could be our last European game at the London Stadium for a while. We may not get Europe next season. I hope we do. I hope we finish strong in the league and we do get a European place and we get to experience more European football next season. But there is a chance that it could be our last European game, and if it is, then I would say let's just make it the most incredible game we can, atmosphere-wise. It's a sellout. Let's just get behind the players, show our appreciation to them for the fantastic journey that we have been on over the last three years, and just get behind them, win, lose or draw. Just show them our support and our love and our appreciation, because they do deserve that. And as I say, I do think that they fought really, really hard tonight, and they deserved more from that game. And it was just really frustrating that we ended up conceding by set pieces. That is the thing that is still playing on my mind right now. The one thing that is really, really annoying me. Now, when we can go do some player ratings. I mean, Fabianski's getting a 9 for me. I thought he was superb tonight. Absolutely superb. Mavropanos and Zuma, I also thought were absolutely brilliant. Maybe Mavropanos could have stuck a leg out for Hoffman's shot, but I think he just saw it late. But they're both getting 9s from me as well, because I just thought they were superb all night. Absolutely brilliant. I thought Emerson was decent on the left. He's gonna get an 8 for me, because I thought he defended really well, just didn't get forward. Same with Sofel. He'll get an 8 because he defended really, really well, but again, didn't really get forward. Kudus was a frustrated figure, but he was frustrating them as well as us. He was causing them problems, but wasn't really getting forward. But he was always running back. He was working his arse off in that game as well. He did a lot of defensive work. He broke up play a lot, especially in the first half. So for that alone, I'm going to give Kudus a 7.5, because although attacking wise he wasn't brilliant, he did some great defensive work. Over on the left hand side, Paquetá, I'm frustrated with him for his yellow card. Maybe you should have just had a little bit more composure. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, he got that yellow card, which was frustrating, and he didn't really impact the game. And yeah, again, when he moved into the middle in the second half, and he kept on picking up the ball, but he can't run with it. He can't take players on. So yeah, he just didn't do really much with it in that second half, and he became a bit of an isolated figure. So yeah, I didn't think he had his greatest game, but he still was okay, and he did do some good defensive work in the first half as well. So 7 for Paquetá. James Ward-Prowse and Souček, they both had great games defensively. I wish that one of those would have committed themselves forward for a couple of attacks, but neither did. They both sat back to try and help that defence, but they both had fantastic defensive games. So they're both going to get 8s for me, because without them, I mean, they made a lot of blocks. They made a lot of challenges. They broke up the play a lot. They were really good in that midfield area. We didn't miss Alvarez, really, because of how well them two performed in the middle. But as I say, I do wish that one of them would have committed themselves forward a little bit more when we did go forward. So that's my just point. So they're both going to get an 8 in that middle. You know, they probably would have got more if they did commit themselves forward a little bit more, but they didn't. And that leaves Antonio. And do you know what? I actually thought he had a really, really good game. He got... he was really frustrating their forwards in the first half. Yeah, he was good on the ball. He was strong. He had pace. He was causing them issues. In the second half, he moved over to that left, and again, he was causing them a lot of issues. But yeah, it was... he ended up being isolated quite a lot. But no, I think he had a decent game from Antonio, so he is also going to get an 8 from me. So yeah, it ends in disappointment. very frustrating. I'm bitterly disappointed, not just for me, but for the players on the pitch as well, because I thought that they deserved more from that game. They deserved the draw. They worked their arse off. They really did, and I thought the way that Moyes set up was working really, really well. And we just got undone by a couple of set pieces, which was very, very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. So there still is hope next week. Yeah, it's only a small hope, but there is still hope. At the end of the day, as I said, just a goal in each half. That's all we need. A goal in each half, and to make sure that they don't score. So yeah, it is possible. And if we can make the atmosphere at the London Stadium so intimidating, so incredible, so amazing, you never know. We could we could inspire the players to put in a performance of a lifetime. You never know. You never know. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Disappointing result, frustrating result, but it's against a team that hasn't lost a game this season. So I think everyone was expecting it, even us. But it could have been worse. It could have been 3. It could have been 4. It could have been 5-0. But it's not. It's 2-0. There still is a chance, even if it is only a small one. Thank you for watching. If you've liked this video, please hit that subscribe button. And I will see you again shortly. Next game up is Fulham at home on Sunday. And a match review for that game should be out later today or tomorrow night, probably. Probably, yeah. Have a good evening, all. See you later.